to order your copy today. Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and you know me from my radio show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence with Alicia Curry. If you lack confidence and boldness to really go out there and conquer the world, I'm here to share this valuable resource. In my book, Your Signature Style, Unlocking the Confidence, Style, and Influence of the Savvy CEO, I'll take you through a process where you can release your fears and embrace your femininity as a powerful tool to unleash your audacious confidence and win. This is where it all began for me, and I want to share it with you. Get your copy today at acradio.live. Bring out your beauty and confidence from the inside out. Buy this book today at www.acradio.live.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with audacious confidence. Audacious confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Go. Good evening, everyone. Hi, everybody. Guess what?
Oh, we on already?
We're on live, yes.
Oh,
but
where
not
am I
yet.
looking?
You're not on yet. I'm the only one on camera right
good.
now.
Okay, awesome.
So, guys, listen, I wanted to just say today is the 1-year anniversary of the show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence.
Yay!
I should have had like some streamers and stuff, but I would have messed up the whole studio, so I couldn't do that. But today is the 1-year anniversary. I'm inviting people on, on Facebook to join in. And I just want to thank you so much for those of you who have joined us live on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM, as well as those of you who have joined me faithfully on Facebook and on YouTube and on Periscope. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. For those of you who have gone to acradio.live and have, clicked on the links to join in. Thank you again. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the support, for the subscribers. I appreciate it so, so much. You don't know. So what I want to do in honor of the anniversary, this month is my birthday month. And it is also the anniversary. And it's Mother's Day. Everything happens in May.
Wow.
So what I want to do for the show is, if this show has impacted you in any way, I would love for you to either send me an email. You can go to acradio.live. My email address is there. Send me an email. If you're on Facebook, you can send me either a private message, or you can write it in the comments of the show, or just write it to me on Facebook and let me know how this show has impacted you, benefited you, or even just, that you enjoy watching the show or listening to the show. I'd really appreciate it. And on one of the shows in May, I'm going to do just a testimonial show where I'm just going to talk about all the great things that you got and kind of talk about you guys a little bit on testimonial show. So
that's a good idea, Alicia.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to do that.
Brilliant.
And I just have a couple shout outs before I bring my guest on. First of all, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you to Katrina Teak. Katrina Teak Spa here in Boca. They were so generous and so gracious to me. I had a client that drove all the way from Connecticut to get her hair and get her makeup done. For a photo shoot today. And they opened up their spa for me to use their facilities to do makeup here in Boca, as well as she gifted me with a facial on Friday. How amazing was that? And I posted the pictures on Facebook, the before and after pictures. So I just want to say thank you. That is such a great gift for Mother's Day coming up. If you don't have a gift for your mom yet, you can give her a gift certificate to Katrina Teak. Here in Boca, they have facials, they do eyebrows, they do microblading, they do eyelash extensions, so many things, makeup. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful spa right down off of Palmetto Park Road, East Palmetto Park Road. So I will put up a link actually on my website, acradio.live, for Katrina Teak so that you can at least, get some information on them and link to them. So now there is my my guest was just tuning in live on Facebook. So that is a great gift for mothers if you're on Facebook. Katrina Teak, KatrinaTique. Plus a shout out to Daphne, who was my client. A shout out to Carlos, who was the photographer today here at Boca. So now that I've gotten through all of that,
oh my goodness,
I just want to introduce my guest, who is a third-time appearance here on the show. This is the third time, Miss Pat.
Wow.
Yes, the Energizer Bunny, as I call her, Pat Rogers. Is a retired correctional lieutenant with Miami-Dade County Corrections. After 29 years of service, she was responsible for administrative duties, ensuring the safety of the facility and supervision of the inmate population and staff. Patricia's experience in law enforcement has landed her in a second career as an entrepreneur, co-author of Journey to the Stage, Volume 3. She's an international public speaker, coach, and event coordinator for entrepreneurs to connect and build their professional networks. Woo. Patricia is also an independent associate with Legal Shield, a multi-level marketing company that gives individuals, families, commercial drivers, and business owners access to the legal system by accessing not just attorneys, but access to a high-quality law firm in your state.
Absolutely.
So, welcome, Patricia Rogers, to the show. Thank you so much.
Well, hello, everyone. How are you all?
And you're
Alicia. How are you doing?
I'm good. You're my
God.
anniversary
you had a lot
guest.
of announcements today.
I know. No, it's because it's
awesome.
The anniversary.
But that's a good deal. Yeah. Busy is good, as they say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Productive is better. That's what I say. People say busy is good. I say productive is better. Yes. So, we're going to talk a little bit about a very special event that you have coming up, because you have, this show is all about unleashing your audacious confidence.
Yes.
And leaving, after 29 years of service, leaving the corporate environment in the public service to step out, not just retire and lay back, but you retired and you stepped out to just keep running.
Yes.
And running even faster and harder than you were in your job.
Probably, I would say so.
You are stepping out again. You're stepping even further out because you're leaving the comfort zone of what you've created here in South Florida.
Yeah.
And your network in South Florida. And you are launching an event in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
So what gave you the courage to step out and say, I'm going to Atlanta this time?
Well, first of all, Alicia, I would like to say thank you, first of all, for allowing me to be on the show again.
You are welcome.
And like busy is good, So if I'm here for the third time, that must mean we are really
You're doing something.
And we're doing something
yes,
good.
Ma'am.
And I'm grateful for that. But working for 29 years in corrections, in the Department of Corrections, which is where I spent my 29 years of service, as you said.
Yes.
I think, and that question comes up often, where do I get my energy and what makes me do, go do what I do, and where do I find that energy? Because
you're all over social media, you're always doing videos, you're always, you're productive, you're doing it, you're traveling and you're learning and you're growing.
I'm learning, yes.
So you didn't just stop after retirement. You continue to go.
Yeah.
So what?
Well, I feel like, in a sense, like I said, that question comes to me often. And I feel like the way I feel is that for 29 years, I was programmed. Mm-hmm. I was in an environment that I was comfortable with. Of course, you conform to any environment after you've been there for a while. But I didn't realize, because I was in that environment, working a lot of overtime, sometimes 58, 70 some hours a week, every 2 weeks, just that was my environment.
Yeah.
And I had to do what they said to do. Mm-hmm. The policies were in place when I got there. We had to follow the policies. Right. We had to be told what to do for as vacations. We were told when to take vacations. If we're, you know about that, right?
Yeah,
if they weren't available, you can't take it. And if you don't have seniority, you won't get it.
Right?
You know, and even as far as a day off, you know, a day off. And you have to ask for a day off. If that's available,
even that's
you can get it.
yeah.
If that's not, you can't. And then it goes even back to the sick time. You know, you earn this sick time.
So you were working in the prison, and you were in a prison.
Thank you. In a sense.
Not completely, but you know, you were in a structure.
Right.
You were in a structure. You didn't have freedom to do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it.
That's exactly right. You know, and even as it relates to sick time, it got to a point where, you know, because of some people abuse the system, it got to a point where you have to bring a doctor's note when you're sick.
Oh, wow.
So having said all of that, as I have thought about it in my own life, you know, what does drive me?
Right.
I say, what does drive me? What drives me is the fact that because I was in that environment so long, and even prior to that, I was in the military, and that's another disciplinary environment that you have to abide by all of the rules. So I wasn't able to be myself. I had to be what they wanted me to be.
Yes.
Who they wanted me to be. And the good part about this life for me to be able to see my retirement, because many people don't. Many people don't make it to their retirement, and to see the fruit of my labor, it's so fulfilling to the point, Alicia, that I'm like, wow, I had no idea what was on the other side.
Wow.
I had no idea.
It's like doors open. It's like,
that all these opportunities, when you just show up, another door opens.
Yeah.
And then you go through that door and just show up.
Yeah.
And then another
door.
Opens. So I'm just going through open doors, and that's why I keep going out.
Yeah.
It would never have, I always tell people, nobody has ever come to my door and knocked on my front door and said, Pat, this is success.
Right.
So
you have to go out and
discover
it for yourself.
You do.
As you said that, I just had this vision of Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, and when the old one with Gene.
I'm not sure.
Oh, the old movie, not the newer one with Johnny Depp. The old movie, when they opened up the doors and all the kids saw all the candy and the flowing river of chocolate, and they were like, "Oh,
yeah, really." You know, I'm telling you, that's exactly how it is. You know,
you retire, you start learning about all these things. Like, oh my gosh, all this is possible. Gene Wilder, thank you so much.
And you never even knew. I didn't even know all the things that was brewing on the inside of me. But when you get around people, when you have that part of the brain and that part
opening it up to
you get around people who have, or just like you basically, or have what you want, then what they do, that energy and that spirit, or I call it, and all of it taps into that dope spirit in me that's been dormant.
Yeah, and it
like,
just
you know,
like a firecracker goes off and wakes you up, and you say, I gotta get going, and I gotta keep going, because I want that. Yeah. I enjoy that.
Absolutely.
So, so I completely understand, but I was just, allowing the viewers and the listeners to understand what that is. That's why people call you the Energizer Bunny, and we see you all over the place. So, again, why did you decide to not leave, but expand into Atlanta to have this next event?
Oh, that's a good question. Alicia, what really initially happened with that, how that came about, was the fact that one of our keynote speakers, who is Vishal Mojaria, he is from England.
Okay.
After we had the event in October, the one that you
here
spoke
at Signature
on,
Grand, right? I spoke at that one.
After we spoke, apparently he saw what we had done, or saw the event, something, and he notified me via Messenger. And he says, I want you to set a platform for me for about 40 people to do a workshop. And that was what got this ball rolling. And I said to him, okay. And then as I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? I host networking events. My goal for me, and what I want the listeners to understand about me, I don't host these events for me. I host these events to set a platform for as many people as we can get out there, whether it's through public speaking, expert panels, whether it's vending, whether it's doing a solo, whether it's playing music, whether it's what. I want to expose as many people as I can, because everybody has gifts.
Right.
So with that, I told him, I said, I'll host an event, because that's what I do, and we'll just make it an event rather than just a workshop.
We'll make it a bigger bigger,
Right.
grander thing,
And
so we can have
because
as many people there as possible.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because we want to be a blessing to a whole lot of people, you know. And it's about making huge connections in business, period. It's about making good quality relationships.
Yes.
And then what happened there was why we went to Atlanta was because, okay, I was going to do it in Miami, but after having had the event in October,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I can't wear the people out like
You don't
that.
want to wear out the Florida people.
You don't wear how they used to say, you know, my mom used to tell us, don't keep going over their house. You don't want to wear out your welcome.
Don't keep fishing in the same pond.
So that was what took me. I said, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to Atlanta. But mind you, I had just spoken that at a mastermind group that I was in November with Bill Walsh and the team in Atlanta. And I said one of the 10 things that I wanted to do was host an event in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
I had no idea that this would be happening this fast.
So this quickly. See, sometimes you put something out there and everything starts aligning for you.
Absolutely. And that's exactly it. You know, when you shape your mind into believing or whatever it is that you want, and when you see yourself with it, it's coming.
Yeah.
But you do have to go through the process. It's a process.
You still have to do the work.
You
It just
have to
doesn't
go
happen.
through the process as if it already is.
All right.
And that's real.
So tell me, where is this event in Atlanta? And tell me a little bit more about it, because I know there are some folks in Atlanta, in Hotlanta, that watch this show and listen to us in Atlanta. So where is it? When is it? Give us a little more detail.
Okay, the event is at the Crown Plaza Airport, Atlanta. That's on Virginia Avenue, and that's 1325 Virginia Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. That's right by the airport. So most of our speakers are flying in. We have 5 keynote speakers, and I think we have about 12 other speakers that I call rising stars. And that
So it's 2 days.
It's a 2-day event,
Okay.
and it's from 8:30. We check in about 8 o'clock, whatever, before 8 to 8:30. We're going to start at 9, and we'll be out at 6. And the goal for that, I always do things, and I trust the process to the point I have to see some signs to say that, okay, Pat, you're on the right track.
Okay.
And I always call that my higher power, God. Okay. And so when we went to get the hotel, what happened was they gave me an immaculate price on the hotel, and they took me to a room that the person that went before me to check out the place, she hadn't even seen that room.
Yeah.
And when that room was taken, and he said, I have one more room. And he took me downstairs, and this whole area is ours.
Good.
I mean, inside and
Outside.
out. And
Perfect.
nobody walks through. So it was just awesome how when you walk into your destiny, and when you walk into it believing, like you said,
With faith.
all the right people will appear. And it's something about that favor.
Yeah.
They
the
find that
favor of
favor
God.
with you, and that's where that unity comes in. When we say people moving in the right direction with the same mindset, that's where that comes in. Just this past week alone, I've had 3. This is the 3rd interview past 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
I know
These
you're
people.
on,
I have not met them. Tammy,
people
I gotta call her out.
asking
Hi,
you
Tammy.
to come on their show and
Tammy
interview
Marquis,
with them.
John
That's awesome.
Shamrock. Who else was it? Carrie Wilson. Oh my God! I had an interview with Lynn D.
Yeah.
I haven't even posted that yet. That was a Skype interview a little while back. Oh my God! And you know, this is what gives me the energy
To keep going.
This is what moves me, because
And
it's
gives you the
those
confidence
signs.
and the
Yes.
courage to keep going, because
Yes.
it just builds your confidence when other people validate what you're doing, and they're ready to not just say, yay, ready to go, Pat, but they're stepping up and supporting you by
Absolutely.
showing up.
Tammy
And
is
inviting
in
you to
California,
places.
in Texas, I believe. Then there was Rob House. He has a show and everything. And these people, they saw what I was doing, and he interviewed me the other day, Skype. And not
Yeah.
only that, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this: in the process of creating yourself and following your vision and walking in your destiny, you grow.
You do.
I've learned so much. I've learned so much from mastering your chip mail, different things that I had to do.
A lot of skills you start
address,
learning yourself, because you have to.
Because as a business development strategist, when I start to really coach, the more we have in us, the more value we give to our clients.
others. Absolutely.
So we never stop growing. We never
I never stop learning,
We
and never stop
ever.
yeah, researching different tools and techniques.
Absolutely.
So tell me a couple of the speakers that are, what are the dates? June.
Oh, the dates are June the 15th through the 16th. Where am I supposed to be looking at to look at
Your
people?
camera's right there.
Okay, June, I want to talk to y'all. I really don't want to look at Alicia. I want to look at you beautiful people. And I didn't really know which way to look. I didn't know whether to look over there, over here, or at that TV.
We have all these cameras up in here.
But at any rate, the event is on June the 15th and the 16th from 8:30 to 6. We're going to have 5 keynote speakers.
Who are the 5 speakers?
We have Nancy Matthews, of course. She's one of our Women's Prosperity Network, along with her 2 sisters, Trish and Susan. They have organizations throughout the chapters throughout the world. We also have Bill Walsh, renowned public speaker as well. We have Eric Swanson. He'll be speaking. And we also have Paul Fink. Paul Fink will be coming in, and he'll be speaking for us. Also, lastly, we have Vishal from England. So I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? I'm like, back in corporate America, I never saw this happening. Mm-hmm. But I realized with all the challenges that I had in corporate America, it was conditioning me
right.
for this journey.
That is incredible.
You know, you have to have disciplines to deal with people. You have to have disciplines to put on events together. You have to have disciplines to make sure that everybody is serviced in every sector of the arena.
Right.
And I'm excited when I think about it. I'm like, God, back in the day, what if I quit?
Yeah.
What if I quit my job? You know, look at all I got out of that.
Right.
Know? So I'm excited. And then we have 2 expert panels, one on each day. And each panel has 6 people on the panel, and we have a moderator for each panel. Okay. So they will ask questions of the panelists, and the panelists will answer the questions. And, of course, most questions that are asked, it helps answer questions that our audience attendees have.
Yeah.
And we have Chris Salem. Chris was with us last year. You remember Chris?
Yes, I do.
And then we also have... I think I'm going to be the next panelist. I think I'm going to be the second
moderator for the panel.
Yeah.
And the thing is, these events, whether you're thinking about starting a business, you have your own business, or you're still working in a job and you're not even sure if you want a business, this is a great opportunity to come. Mm-hmm. You're going to have amazing vendors that have things to share with everybody. So make sure you walk with money for the vendors, please. Cash. Walk with money for the vendors, because they come here, they go to these events to help service you as well, to give you opportunities to see things that you probably won't see or be able to buy anywhere else. And so this is a great platform to not just network with other people, but also to learn a lot of things that you never would have even
knew that it existed.
Exactly, know that it exists, and expand your mind and open yourself up to a world of possibilities for yourself. And even my guest last week, she helps women transition from a job or corporate environment to their own business, even if they don't want to leave their job, but help them create something on the side so that they have something when they do retire. They have something that is growing and working and building. And this is the same kind of opportunity. Pat throws these events so that you can expand your mind and get to know what's out there.
Yes, these events are, just like you said, they're for those individuals who are not sure, don't have a business, and who are interested in getting a business. I had a lady email me today, but text me, and she says, I don't have a business. She's from Atlanta, because I've been doing a lot of targeting and talking to people and meeting people and calling people. And she says, I don't have a business. And of course, I went on my little spiel, because I know when she comes to that event,
it'll open her mind.
She is going to want to have
a business. Exactly.
and somebody that's speaking from those stages, the vendors, they're going to be the excitement they're going to have. That she's going to be stirred.
And she might find an opportunity there.
All of us.
There'll be an opportunity
that's just
there.
waiting to be blossomed, so we can take our life and our selves to the next level. Really, we also going to have a full buffet. So
food, you're going to get fed.
Yeah. Matter of fact, it's all you can eat. They're going to have that set up as well. We have a DJ. Our DJ is from Atlanta. He reached out to me back in January, February.
That's great.
His name is Jason Buford. And in case he's listening, and then we also have our photographer. Her name is Betty Wells. She reached out to me. She's from Atlanta. Hi, Patty Wells.
Patty Wells.
And
Great.
Lavinia is running things. She's a vendor. She was one of the first vendors that signed up from Atlanta. She is the first one. She don't know she'll be getting a prize.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could come speak, but I wasn't able to come to this one.
Yeah.
But any more you have,
Well,
I'll be about. I'll be available for the next one. So, really quickly, what are the ticket prices and how can people get tickets? Because we are coming close to time. So let me know.
Okay, the ticket price is only $155. That's for all attendees.
And that's for the 2 days.
That's for a 2-day event. Food is included. And of course, we have a plethora of speakers. And I'm sure you'll see all of the information on site. Yeah. But I want to send them to my website.
Okay.
And if they want to go there and see it rather than search the Facebook, that you can go to Unity, UNITYIN service, unityinservice.net. And that will take you, it's a big button right there to take you right there into the full event page. And you can register right there as well. And I would like to ask if you leave a comment at the bottom, because all of those comments are going on our website when the event is over.
Okay.
And while you're on the page, go ahead and pick up your little free copy of my ebook.
There you go.
Okay. It's a free gift.
Yes.
Free gift.
You get a free
complimentary gift.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
And not only that, you're getting, look at that. For $155, you said you're getting fed in your body, you're getting fed in your mind, you're getting fed in your spirit, you're getting fed everywhere.
Absolutely.
So, for 2 days.
Absolutely.
You leave there,
And the relationships that they make. I just came from Arizona because I had Eric Swanson on our stage. Me, Nancy, and you remember Gladys Diaz. We were all in Arizona.
Gladys.
And this is how
Gladys.
it works. Sometimes people think that they're not getting anything out of it. What's in it for me? But you have to go out and you have to connect with people and you have to say hi and you have to let them see and make that connection, because everybody, is going to connect with somebody.
Right.
And then you never know what doors are going to open. But if we sit and we want to see before it happens,
sit and wait and
it
see.
don't work like that.
Yeah. You have to step
human
out.
Human nature says what they say we'll believe it when we see it.
Yes.
But faith says,
believe it first.
Believe it when what is it?
No.
I'll believe it.
We say, I'll believe it when I see it. But faith says, believe it first, and then you'll see it.
Absolutely.
So, yes. So, it's so important what you said, because, you have this circle of speakers that you run around with, because you stepped out and you made that connection, and you said with Bill Walsh, and you said, listen, if I'm going to invest my money with you and your program, you have to take me by the hand and show me what to do. I'm not going to be sitting back and you talking to me and I'm just waiting for stuff to happen. No, you gotta drag me along. Anyway, I am running out of time, and he is really good. And Nancy and everybody. Nancy is really great. Yeah,
everybody's good, and you are excellent.
Thank you so much.
Because you
I
always
appreciate
support me this space. And I love you for that.
Thank you, Pat. So go to her website, unityinservice.net.
Right.
And I will have that up on my page as well, acradio.live. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on Facebook, everybody. I so appreciate it. Mwah, 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 mwah. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay? Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you all for joining.
A wise friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.